They say dogs are a man's best friend, and this story proves it in the most unbelievable way. Daniel, a retired canine officer from Colorado, spent most of his career training police dogs. His closest partner was a gentle German shepherd named Ranger. When Daniel retired, Ranger was only a year old, and there was no way he was leaving him behind. Ranger wasn't just a trained canine, he was family. 2 years later, everything changed. One morning, Daniel climbed onto the roof to fix a loose shingle, but Ranger started acting strange, barking, whining, tugging at Daniel's pant leg, desperately trying to stop him from climbing up. Daniel laughed it off and had his wife bring Ranger inside. 5 minutes later, a scream shook the whole neighborhood. Daniel had fallen off the roof and had hit his head hard. At the hospital, he slipped into a deep coma. Days became weeks, and weeks became 2 years. Doctors said there was almost no chance he would ever wake up. Through all of it, Ranger never left his side. He slept next to Daniel's bed, barely eating unless the family coaxed him. He waited every single day. Then came the day the family feared most. Doctors told them Daniel could still feel pain, and keeping him alive on machines might only be prolonging his suffering. They gently suggested it might be time to let him go. Heartbroken, the family agreed to bring Daniel to the hospital the next day for the procedure. Ranger sat quietly in the corner, watching, listening, understanding far more than anyone realized. The next morning, when the paramedics arrived to take Daniel, Ranger suddenly exploded into action, barking, growling, refusing to let anyone near his owner. The family had to pull him outside. But when Daniel was loaded into the ambulance, Ranger broke free. He sprinted down the street, chasing the ambulance all the way to the hospital. Inside, he followed Daniel's scent until he found the room. Just as the doctor lifted the syringe to begin the euthanasia, Ranger burst through the door, knocked the doctor to the floor, and knocked the syringe out of his hand. Everyone froze, not because of the dog, but because of the sound behind them. Daniel's heart monitor began to speed up. Then, in a raspy, barely there voice, they heard, "Don't hurt my dog." Daniel was waking up. After 2 years in a coma, the first thing he responded to was Ranger fighting to protect him. A few weeks later, Daniel came home, and Ranger nearly tackled him with kisses. Daniel said, "If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here." Sometimes, the ones who save us aren't people at all. They're the loyal friends who never give up on us.